Okay folks, time for another lockdown video, and not the kind that Will likes either. Lockdown because we're locked in our houses and we can't go to train at the gym. Alright, I thought we would talk about the idea of defending and maintaining guard, or the reverse of that would be attacking the guard and doing the opposite as the defense. Okay, the offense would be the opposite of defense. But the idea I want to talk about is maintaining control of the space between my knee and my elbow. So if someone is trying to pass my guard, okay, they want to occupy the space between my knee and my elbow. They want to occupy the space, their belt, ideally just above my belt. That's going to be the way that they're going to occupy that space. If they're behind me, they're going to put their hooks in. I'm going to jealously maintain control of that space. If someone can't get a hook in between my knee elbow in that space, they can't control my back. If someone wants to mount me and they can't separate from my knee from my elbow or pass or occupy that space, they can't really create a mount. I can easily move my hips still because they haven't settled that space. And the same thing when passing. Okay, so if I'm here, even if I have a closed guard, they open it, they come beside me, they want to fill the space between my knee and my elbow. If I don't allow them to fill this space, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to stop my movement. Okay, so if someone is here in front of me and I can keep this block, keep this space from opening, they're going to have a hard time really settling or stopping my movement. No matter how hard they squeeze me, there's a space between my hips and wherever they're squeezing, and I'll be able to move and keep realigning my hips and pointing my legs and my hips at them, which makes it much easier for me to re-achieve guard if I can keep facing them with my hips. Now, the reverse of the situation would be if I want to control someone, I need to separate that knee from that elbow. I need to occupy that space as best as possible. If I'm behind them, I need to drive that hook between the knee and the elbow. Drive the hook around the hip. If I'm going for mount, I need to separate knee from elbow. I need to fill that space with my legs. If I'm passing guard, sometimes to side control, I want to separate that knee and that elbow. I can separate that knee and that elbow, I'll be able to occupy that space, making me able to stop the motion of their hips, which will give me more time to control the position. So an idea you guys can employ when we get back to rolling. Hopefully this will help. Something to keep in mind when you're learning passing techniques or you're learning positional maintenance techniques is the idea that we're trying to fill that space, you know, just above their belt with my belt, and keeping the knee and the elbow separate or apart from each other will make it much easier to control that space. And keeping those things together will make it much more difficult for my opponent to control that space. So hopefully that's food for thought for you guys, and hopefully your lockdown's going well and almost over. Okay, thanks guys.